Hello and welcome back to Hot Topics. This is a show where we talk about the hottest topics of the week with the Page 3 panel. I'm delighted to be joined by Daisy, Chloe and Kate this week. Welcome on board, girls.
Hello.
Hello.
So they are joining us from various locations, but this is your opportunity to ask them questions. There is one feature we'll be doing at the end of the show, if you can hold on till then, this lunchtime, which is the hot seat, which we'll be doing with Daisy this week. So you can ask her any questions you would like, and then she will get them answered for you. But there's been lots of news happening this week. We've had I'm A Celeb, Netflix news, all sorts. So if you do have any opinions or questions on any of the topics that we talk about, then please do let us know. But let's kick off then with I'm A Celeb. It's going to be back in Australia this year, which is very exciting. Goodbye, Wales. Chloe, are you happy about this?
Yes, very, extremely. Yes, we get to see all the big muscles coming out, the bodies. Yes, love it.
I've heard a couple of them are looking for love as well. So are we going to get another Katie, Peter, Andre situation, which is fun? Which is exciting.
Lovely, love it.
Kate, will you be tuning in and why?
Yep, I love the show and I'm so happy it's back in the jungle. Just wasn't feeling it in Wales in that castle. So I'm very excited to tune in.
No, yeah, it's very, very different setup in Wales. Daisy, will you miss Wales at all? Are you here for the exotic hot island?
No, if you're going to do it properly. Back to Australia, I agree.
Is there anything you're hoping for this year, Chloe? Is there anything that you really want to see on the screen now that they're back? Are you hoping for big creepy crawlies, really good bush tucker trials, a love interest? What do you
I want someone to be really over dramatic. Like I want someone to be so scared. Like it's just so funny watching it. Someone screaming their heart out.
Yes, that does make very, very good telly. Kate, is there anything that you don't want to see this year?
Yeah, I hope they don't eat live bugs. I just find it really cruel. And I've seen it from like when they eat live spiders and stuff. I just find it really cruel. Does anyone else?
Yeah, that's actually a very good talking point. Daisy, what do you think about this?
Yeah, like, when they're eating like camel testicles, where do they get them from? Does a camel have to be slaughtered for that to happen? So, yeah, I suppose that's something to think about.
Yeah, no, it's true because they all got to come from somewhere, haven't they, these animals? And there's always complaints about this. Chloe, from a viewer's perspective or a fan's perspective, are you bothered by this?
Think about it, Pandora, it's really sad, and I think I do think about it, but I get more into the acting more and not really thinking about the actual animals' safety. So I really do hope that it's done in a professional manner.
Yeah, and there'll be lots of talks behind the scenes about this. Ant and Dec are returning again this year. They never have a day off, do they? They're constantly going. We saw Dec arriving at the airport with his new little baba carrying. We also saw Ant with his new wife being pictured around Australia, enjoying a bit of downtime before they obviously have the very, very early start so that the UK viewers can watch live. And obviously all the production team that are over there as well. It's quite a feat to produce. But of course, it's not one of the #1 shows on ITV. Kate, and that was a really good point in terms of the animals. Is there anything else that you really don't want to see this year, or that you find really boring, that you're sick and tired of seeing year after year?
The generic shower scene with a woman. Get a man in there instead. There's always a hot woman in the shower.
That is a classic.
Completely agree, Kate. I couldn't have said it better. We need their muscles out.
Yeah, put more of a focus on the men.
Yeah, it's
Shower. Yes, love it. Yeah.
true. Daisy, anything that you don't want to see this year?
No snakes would be good for me.
Yeah, your phobia of snakes. That's a good one.
Oh,
I'll have to watch it like that.
Is it even on the screen that you're like, no, absolutely not?
Yeah, it makes me cry.
Oh my gosh. Well, there we go.
You know what? I don't want to talk about it. It's very traumatic.
No one show Daisy a snake.
The other room, Days, if you want to have a look.
No, I will never accept an invitation to your house because of that. I'll meet you outside somewhere else for a coffee.
You can sit on the sofa with it.
My heart is racing at the thought of this.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Maybe not. Chloe, have you seen who's been rumored to be going in? We've got Mike Tyndall, also anybody that you're really excited on seeing in the jungle this year?
No, I'm not. I'm really not, sweetheart. I know that Olivia's going in now, but I don't know. There's not really anyone I'm like, I can't wait to watch it. Wow. But let's see what happens. Someone might float me boat. Someone might make me excited. See how it goes. Okay,
so you're not excited by any of them. Charlene White, Mike Tyndall, it's not doing it for you.
No.
Okay. Kate, anybody that you're excited by?
Not really. I don't like the lineup that much. I think they need some more high-profile people. Personally,
Olivia
will be good.
Negative press from the page 3 panel today. Daisy, anybody that you're excited about seeing that's been confirmed?
Olivia Attwood. She has been confirmed, hasn't she?
Yes.
Oh, I love her. I think she's fantastic. She'll definitely be entertaining. So yeah,
she will be entertaining. Now, Chloe, seeing as you're, the savage one of today, is there anybody that you're like, oh, for goodness sakes, why do we have to see their face pop up every day on the screen?
I think it's actually that Olivia girl. I think she's quite I don't know. I don't know if she's really me. I don't know.
Why do you say that, Chloe?
I just think like she's got her own program. I just want someone else in there, someone a bit more like Keith Lemony vibe. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling her.
Now, obviously, they've not completely released the whole lineup, and as you said, she's already got her own program, which is fair enough. But lots of these people are on, soaps and they're reading the news and stuff every night. But it is the fact that you kind of know everything about her already. Is that what you feel, Chloe?
Yeah, that's it. I've seen her. Like, I just want someone else a bit in there. I don't know.
Is there anybody that you would like to see then? Keith Lemon. All right then. Kate, anybody that was on your list that you'd really like to see getting involved in the jungle this year?
Yeah, I think Maura Higgins would be really funny on the show.
Yeah, Maura Higgins is a great one.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah. Now she did make some iconic Love Island scenes, so I'm sure actually she would seriously be very, very good. Okay, Daisy, final question to you then. Anybody that you want to see on the show?
Well, if we're talking about men in the shower and muscles, I'm going to go Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, really go for the Hollywood star.
Yeah, do you know what? Chuck them in.
Yeah, love it. I'd be watching it every second. Yeah.
I would like to see Zac Efron, Eddie Redmayne. Let's just throw them all in there and then hope for the best. That'll make some good viewing. I wouldn't miss that. Okay, well, we took this to a poll to see what you guys thought. So let's bring it up when we can, if possible, please. Will you be watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here this year? Yes, can't wait. 65%. No, not interested. 35%. Okay. So that's what you guys thought. Megan, Danny Dyer would be amazing. Now that is a good shout.
Yeah.
That is
the lineup. I swear I saw him on the lineup.
Maybe on a rumoured lineup, but he's definitely not been pictured at the Australian airport just yet. But yeah,
really good.
We've got people down from Reach who are at the airport having a look. So keep an eye on our social channels. We're putting videos up of the celebrities arriving as they come into the Australian airport. But yeah, their life of luxury will be over very, very soon when they're thrown into. I think
we need a boxer in there. Maybe like Tyson Fury or something would be quite satisfying.
Yes,
yeah.
that really would be a good shout. Tyson Fury, Danny Dyer, a real mix. Up for it. Anyway, that's our I'm a Celeb chat. So if you've got any more comments or questions about it, then just pop them in the comment section. We can come back to it. But we're going to talk about Netflix. Now, I'm guilty of using Netflix. I actually use my landlord's Netflix password because he logged himself in the TV, and I've just never logged him out.
I am actually guilty of this too, but not my landlord.
It's expensive, Pandora, so take what you can.
Yeah, take what you can. So they are introducing a sharing password fee, which is very sad for lots of people, because they do definitely get a bit jammy with your friend's password. We've all been there. I remember the iconic moment when I found out my ex had changed his password on Netflix, and I was from trying to log in. That was quite a sad moment for me, and I thought, what is my life? But lots of people do share their password with family members, friends, etc., and they're now going to charge for it. Kate, do you think this is going to take away people from Netflix? Do you think this is a game changer?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I've actually never paid for a Netflix account, and I've always had it. I used my ex-boyfriends for years, then I used one of my friends, now I'm on one of my other friends. So it's going to be just disappointing for me.
Yes, and will it be affecting you as well, Daisy?
I suppose so. But you pay for having like numerous accounts on an account, don't you? So
Yeah.
you pay so two people can view it at once. Because I have my boyfriend's account, and if ever I'm away on a different time schedule, his dad also has his account, and it really annoys me because if they're both watching it and I'm in a hotel room, I can't watch it. But I think I should be like on a higher hierarchy to be allowed to watch it. So for that reason, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but give us a break. Life is expensive.
Don't say that.
Cost of living.
Yeah.
Chloe, should Netflix start charging users for password sharing, do you think?
It'll affect my whole family. I mean, this boy used to fancy the hell out of me. He was obsessed with me. So I just asked him, I was like, look, I need a Netflix thing anyway. Gave me the password of his auntie's. We've been using it for years. Even passed it on to Nan and Grandad. So yeah, it will be very disappointing for Nan, Grandad, and the family.
Well, then there we go. We've got a Star exclusive that it's going to affect everyone in the family. So there we go. And do you think perhaps, Chloe, that there should be a scheme on Netflix, which means that if you've been a loyal Netflix user for so many years, that perhaps this fee could be slightly altered for you, and that this should just be introduced to new users?
I just don't think I should do it at all. Like, it's absolutely shambles. It ruined lives, actually. So yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Kate, do you think that Netflix could be doing anything different? Do you think they're reading the room here with a cost of living crisis?
No, I don't think they should implement fees, and it's not that cheap anymore. Anyway, I think it's $13.99 a month, according to my friend, anyway, for multiple users. So it's not like it's a $5.
No, it's not. It's damn expensive.
I know.
And that's for a basic. That would be basically paying for like a phone usage or something. But they do have some good drama series, which is going to bring me on to the next question, Daisy. Have you been watching Netflix regularly recently?
I have, yes.
Then there we go. And Chloe, you've been the same.
And weekly.
Kate, you've been the same.
Every night.
So it's a daily usage thing. So if we put that $13.99 down to an actual daily fee, it's a few pence. So that's the argument there. I don't know anybody who doesn't share a password somehow, whether they're the actual user and they pay for the account and they're sharing it out, or whether you are the person that gets it. Thomas McIntosh said BritBox is better.
That.
No, neither have I. Does anybody use BritBox on here?
No.
I've got it.
What do you think, Kate? Do you agree with Thomas?
Yeah, I used to watch. I think they have all the Love Island on it, so I've watched it before. I've only used it to watch that though. I haven't really explored any of the programs. I'm more of a Netflix user, so
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
disagree on the overall
Yeah.
state.
Netflix and chill. Do you know what I mean?
How
It's
much
just,
is a BritBox subscription?
I actually don't know. I use my friends.
Oh, it's all coming out now.
Oh God. Oh.
We're going to get how much that costs in comparison to a $13.99 then, and see what the dealio is with BritBox. We're very
Said she,
intrigued.
my nan actually said she wouldn't actually pay the Netflix price if she didn't have the thingy, like the password. She wouldn't pay that, so she wouldn't have it.
Well, then there we go. So your nan would be out. They'd lose a customer there.
Yeah.
So Charlotte, our gorgeous producer behind the scenes, has said $5.99 per month or $59.99 per year for BritBox. Would you pay that, Daisy?
If I liked it, yes. Maybe on someone else's card.
Maybe.
Yes, you know, Dave. Yeah.
No, I think that's a reasonable price for a monthly watching.
Yeah.
If
Kate,
there's good stuff on there.
Kate, would you watch it? Would you be paying for it?
I don't think it would have because I've only watched one show on there, which I think Love Island is on ITV Player anyway. It doesn't really come of much use to me. So
It is, yeah.
I think the BritBox thing is the fact that it's got all of the very best British dramas and stuff, whereas Netflix has got your classic American dramas, Hollywood, etc., all on there, which we just may not see, which is why it's called BritBox. See their logic there.
Oh wait, I used it when I was in America. That's why I paid for it. Yeah, when I was in the States, because you can't get ITV Player over there.
Oh, well then that makes sense. Yes, because I've tried to use ITV Player when I was in Greece and it didn't work because it said I was out of postcode. Sunny
TV on it.
Sunny Sparkle says, but BritBox has 1970s and 80s TV on it. See what from On the Buses is up to. I can't say I've ever watched that program. I'm very sorry, Sunny Sparkles, but it's true. If you have the 1970s and 80s, and you want a bit of a throwback, then it's perfect.
Love an 80s. I think they've just got a new customer.
And Thomas has said Netflix has removed all the old classics in comedy and isn't the same as when it was launched. It's true. It has got rid of a lot of things. And actually, one of my favorite programs on Netflix, not on Netflix, sorry, movies of all time is Bridget Jones. And they don't have the full sequel. They don't have the original. They've only got Bridget Jones's baby.
Definitely not worth $13.99 a month.
No.
Also, what's the point of having one if you're not going to have one bit of a sequel? Have them all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Bridget Jones doesn't cost that much money, Netflix. Anyway, that's my thoughts. So maybe BritBox. I think maybe when I move, I'm going to get BritBox over Netflix. Yeah. I said what I said. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Fine. That's what thank you for all the comments on that one. We're gonna take this to a poll now if we can. Should Netflix start charging users for password sharing? No.
that does not shock me at all. Oh, that's hilarious.
So people were pretty clear on that one. However, if you do have a different opinion and you're on Netflix's side about this,
my nan just clicked on that about 1,000 times.
Your nan's on Twitter. That's pretty impressive.
I bet she was like.
But yeah, that's what you guys thought. If you do think of anything different, then obviously do let us know. But we seem to be all very much in the camp of, keep it cheap. I think maybe a couple pounds maybe to share a password isn't too bad. What do you think, girls?
No.
No. They must have raked it in. They must have raked it in the pandemic anyway.
Oh, I remember when I was in a shared I got a room through shared room and I was living in London. We had film nights and we were all around the TV and we did that most nights, people watching it through the day. I mean, seriously, they got an absolute killing where I was living in London, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're just being greedy now.
Yeah, I've had enough. They're trying to pay for massive productions. They had a deal with Harry and Meghan, which is multi-million pounds. So if you're trying to get all these big stars and huge productions and stuff, you've got to find the money pot from somewhere. Thomas, sharing is caring. Well, Thomas,
yes.
if one of us girls do need a shared password, do let us know. But yeah, okay then. That's the Netflix chat sorted. But we're going to move on to something which is part of our lifestyle section now, which we do on the Daily Star site. So go take a look. It's a story about how a traveller has divided opinion for refusing to give up their seat for an elderly person. The 32-year-old explained that she had paid for a first-class seat on a train from London to Aberdeen. That's quite expensive, that route. In Scotland, an elderly woman who has not booked a seat asked her to move as she was in a priority seat. And then she went on to explain that she had paid for the seat and refused to move. This is completely divided, people. So, Daisy, I'm going to start with you. Whose side are you on?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose it depends what mood you're in, doesn't it? If you're having a really good day and you're not wearing heels, give her the seat. But then you've paid for it. So did she pay for a seat?
Yeah, it's a long way. It's a long way as well from Aberdeen to London. It's at least 6 hours or something. So that is 6 hours of getting up out of your seat in the hope you'll find another seat which isn't reserved.
No, I probably wouldn't then. 6 hours, that's a long way. But she's old, I don't know.
She's old, and it's actually the fact that it was a priority seat. Chloe, what are your thoughts on this one?
I would say bugger off.
Sorry.
I'm joking. I love elderly people. I would do a nice, kindly deed and let the lovely Margaret have the seat.
Oh, that's very kind. That's very kind.
Yeah.
Kate, the decider then lies with you on this question. Would you give up the seat or not?
Yeah, but I'd be super angry about it inside, and I hope I'd get some good karma for it.
So I think actually the issue then lies with the train company, because if they have put somebody in a priority seat, and that is a customer who is paying for their service, and they have paid for that seat, then I would personally go find the train guard and say, you need to go find this lady a seat, or I'm going to get up off my seat if she wants that seat, and you need to find me a forward-facing, I want a table, I want my first class treatments, and I want everything that I paid for. I think this lies with the train guard. I don't think it should be between the two ladies here.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But
I think I'd just give her the seat. Yeah.
For 6 hours you'd stand there on a moving train.
That's a long time.
You could sit on the floor.
Health and safety, you can't.
I'm going to look up how long a train from London to Aberdeen takes, and it does. Oh, actually, ladies, it's even longer than I thought. The fastest train is 7 hours and 13 minutes.
Oh my goodness! Also, I don't mean this in a rude way, but this older lady, she knew she was traveling for 7 hours, and she didn't choose to pay for a seat. Is that because as you get older, you just expect to get a free seat? Don't you get on trains if you're older? You do, don't you? So she would have got a discounted rate to buy a seat, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you are making a controversial comment there, Daisy, but
but just thinking outside the box. That's all.
That's what you're here for. Thomas said, I would sell her the seat. Oh, we're now talking business.
Oh, now we're talking.
And then pay for Netflix to watch on my phone on the way to Edinburgh, and then share my code with her.
Yeah.
You really thought this all through, Thomas. You're really giving the full experience there.
If you've got your seat, then you don't have a charger, and you can't watch Netflix on your phone for 7 hours.
God, we're thinking right into the journey, aren't we?
At this point in the conversation, we've already passed Manchester, and we're well on our way. Okay, all right. Well, that has definitely divided us all, I think. Daisy, you're alone on that camp, I think, but I do.
Oh no, I would always give up my seat. I do.
Oh, she's
taking it back. She's trying to take it back.
Just thinking.
Oh God.
Okay. Well, I mean, that has obviously divided people online as well, but very interesting. We took this to a
Really
poll.
dirty looks from old women nowadays.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of hate for this one.
Oh no.
Would you give up your train seat that you had paid for an elderly person? Yes, 80%, no, 20. Well, you obviously voted for the no, didn't you, Daisy?
Daisy.
Yes.
So there we go. That was the poll answered. Nice to see that lots of you are very giving, and you would be happy to do so. Okay, we're going to move on to our final topic, and then we'll get on to hot seat. So a mum has called for prison sentences for the nursery staff filmed terrifying toddlers. I mean, quite literally shouting in their faces, allegedly. Wild. That's one of the pictures that we've seen here. Okay, girls, if that was your child, Chloe, would you be agreeing with this mum right now?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be absolutely disgusted. I'd want a huge payout at least, just to book a few holidays off of it and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd get as much money as I can. I'd want to book a Disneyland holiday out of it. I'd want to make it up to my little girl. It's just despicable. Like, it's not nice. I mean, I would go prison for a month, but then again, it's not going to happen, is it? So yeah, but it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
It is definitely dividing opinion online. Kate, what are your thoughts on this?
No to the prison sentence. I don't think this person should ever be allowed to work with children. That is just insane. Like, what are they doing?
God, I know this is awful, but I mean, it is quite scary. If I was an adult, it's really quite extraordinary that someone gave the green light to this in the management meeting at the nursery. Wild. Daisy, what do you think about this image?
Well, it would scare me, let alone being 2 years old. It's so bad. Like, it's quite mind-boggling what's gone through these people's heads. They've gone to work and thought, I know, let's terrorise the children. But I don't know, is it illegal? Have they broken any laws for prison sentencing? I think someone should scare them back like twice as hard.
Yeah, same.
Wow,
yeah, they should be like invited to the scariest event in the world and have to sit there padlocked. Yeah.
God, it's all getting quite dark on patriot topics today.
Them kids could suffer for nightmares for months and months.
Yeah.
They could be traumatized by it.
Yeah,
I can see where the prison sentence is coming in, but yeah.
No, yeah. Gary said, wouldn't waste taxpayers' money on jailing them, but they should never be allowed to work with children again. Community service would be apt. Would you agree, Kate?
Yeah, I don't know what crime it would be though for community service still. I don't think they should work with children.
Yeah.
Like, what would that be? What would that be?
Well, I mean, imagine doing that to a police officer. Surely that would be a crime. So surely they could, I don't know, maybe it would be, it's not assault, is it? I don't know.
Breach of contract. Surely as a parent, you're sending your child to nursery to learn, paint, colour, be happy. Not come home in tears.
Obviously, I just want to clarify what I just said. It's obviously not assault. For anyone took what I just said seriously, I just want to clarify that's obviously not assault. But yeah, no, it is a breach of contract. It is completely obviously a breach of contract. You're not thinking about the children, you're thinking about getting a kick out for yourself from seeing them screaming. Chloe, anything else you would do? Community service being spoken about, fines maybe. You're saying scaring people. What else?
Make sure they can't actually get out, even if they're so scared. So they just got to stick there, stuck, and they can't move, even if they're terrified.
Now, I think that actually might be illegal as well. So maybe not that one. But yes, I do appreciate the imagination going on here. Thomas, this would also affect the child's mental health and would stay.
Yeah.
Completely. I remember being scared as a child, not on that level, but I can still remember being very, very scared. So it does definitely stick with you, and your childhood memories do stick with you for the rest of your life. So there we are. I think we took this to a poll as well. So let's take a look if we can. Or maybe we don't have one for this. We don't have a poll for this, I'm afraid, but we've had lots of comments on it anyway, and I think we've all decided that that was totally unacceptable. But yes, if we do have an update on this story, then we will let you know next week about it. But if you want to read the full story, then do head over to the Daily Star website. Well, it's come to the point in the show where we have got the hot seat, and this week it is with Daisy. So this is the point in the show where you get to ask Daisy any questions you would like to, and she has to answer them. But one thing we do say is keep it PG, please. Otherwise, we will not be bringing up the question. Chloe always comes with a whole load of questions.
I've got it all in the pad, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, let's
bring it up.
Let's start off then. What shall we go for? Naughtiest thing you ever did in school?
I was always in trouble in school. I don't know. I don't feel like I should repeat it. But I used to get hiccups and be sent out of class all the time because my hiccups were distracting.
Oh, that's quite sad.
Yeah, they are very loud though. We actually argue about it. Like on a night out, you come home, you drink loads of water, and I get the hiccups. He's like, I can't deal with you. So
how loud is it? Can you do an impression of your hiccup?
No, it's authentic only. But we'll go out for drinks, and I'm sure you'll hear them.
Too good. Okay, that's something we didn't know about you before. Kate, your turn.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I think I'm quite an extrovert, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. It depends actually the situation. I can do both.
You got a lady who can do both. There we go. Chloe, next question, please.
The boyfriend cheats and then gets down on one knee with a £1 million ring. Are you going to say yes or no, Daisy?
I'm going to say yes and then run away with my ring.
She's off. She's off. She's off to do bad things. Your turn. Okay.
Oh yeah. Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life?
Gosh, this is a good question.
That is a good question.
Oh, I don't know. Someone. Who plays Reese Witherspoon? I like her.
Oh yeah.
Reese Witherspoon is a good one. Megan says, Daisy, what's your family's reaction to page 3 modelling?
Oh, it depends who you ask. If you ask one side, my nan and granddad were a little bit disappointed, didn't quite understand it, didn't quite get it.
Oh no.
The other side, they love it. They buy every single newspaper. They show their neighbours. It's just like laid out on the coffee table for decorative purposes. They love it. So yeah, best of both.
Best of both. You can't please everyone. Chloe, one question from you, please.
How many times a day do you look in the mirror?
It depends what I'm doing. If I'm at work, every time I go to the toilet, make sure there's nothing in my teeth when I'm talking to people. Reapply the lipstick. That's it really. Just when I reapply my lipstick, when I walk past, have a little glance. But I don't have one in my bag that I whip out all the time.
No. Okay, interesting. Kate, one final one from you, and then we'll go back to Chloe because she's got a pad full.
Do you think life is easier for men or women?
Oh.
Gosh, I don't want to be any more controversial than I've already been. It's a hot topic.
I could answer that easily.
I do think women, we have it harder than men, don't we? With time of the month, the hormones. You know, I do think it's more expensive being a woman, like with your highlights, your lashes, the pampering, things like that. So I'll go with women.
Yeah, I agree on that front. Chloe, final one from you. Keep it juicy.
Okay. If you had to live with one person on the planet, only one person you could pick, who would it be?
Can I take my chihuahua, or does it have to be a human being?
Human.
I don't know. Everyone annoys me if I spend too much time with them after a while.
Prince Charming.
Yeah, he can come. Actually, no, I'd go with my godmother because she's just like hilarious. She can come. My godmummy.
That's a good one.
Love it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Very sweet. Okay, girls. Well, thank you very much for coming on the Pastry Hot Topics panel today. I just want to say a massive thank you. It's the final time Charlotte, our producer behind the scenes, who does all things Hot Topics for us, came up with the feature for Hot Seat, which has been a highlight of the show. It's the last time she's working on the show this week, so we want to say a massive, massive thank you. And hopefully we'll be able to get her back one day, but she's off to do very fun things in the meantime. But yes, we will miss her very, very much. But the Pastry Hot Topics panel will still be going on. Still be going on next week. I think you might be getting us back sooner than you think. Monday at midday. Not sure who the panel is confirmed to be just yet, but we will be letting you guys know on Instagram stories. If you're watching on Twitter, thank you. If you've commented and popped questions on today, again, big thank you. And once again, thank you, Charlotte, and the panel for coming on, and we'll catch you back on Monday.